as his prep.
So we will see. Is it going to be the Luigi?
It is the Luigi.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as we said, this matchup is pretty much going to consist of if Shonic gets a neutral win, down B, and how does he adapt around it. If WippyM gets a neutral win, how much he can get off of that damage.
Yes.
And overall, it will be usually Sonic dominating neutral, just because Luigi doesn't really have the options to zone him off that hard, though he is already making fantastic use of this plunger and fireball to carve his options, and there's the cyclone.
Yeah, just as you said, from the first neutral interaction, any kind of untrue combo is going to be taken by that cyclone from Luigi.
Any type of neutral win in general, because even though he goes off stage, WippyM still makes use of that button. Okay, 33 to 46, these two players are just pretty much feeling each other out. It's stock one of game one. But right now we can already see that WippyM is trying to take a more aggressive, which is out of character for him, an aggressive and sort of lockdown approach to neutral, where he cuts off Sonic before he can get the spin dash out and get all his damage that way. Whereas Shonic is going with his usual game plan and sort of finding all these gaps. That's his jump gone. I think, oh no, he got his jump back on stage.
Yeah, and I think trying to stage fight maybe with the sound spot neutral air, but not quite working out.
Yeah.
And Ivan already back on stage here, just once again throwing out that lingering hitbox. That plunger lasts way longer than you expected to.
Yes, it really does. And it's really good at catching recoveries, especially like Sonic's, where there's no real hitbox coming out on top of him.
Yeah, and we
Doesn't quite weigh out the cyclone, and Luigi does have the slightly stronger kill miss in this situation. That F smash is actually active for 3 frames, really fast, really strong, huge, but WippyM is really good at playing around his opponent's kill moves. In that case, though, he hits the shield and loses the first stock.
Yeah, it's really, really tempting to just sort of try and deal with the side B as it's coming out, but just holding shield and then going for that option, particularly something like forward tilt.
Hugely laggy, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only concern there would be misfire, and even then it will get stuck on shield, it will just do a lot of shield damage.
Yeah, that was a nice read on the down air, but slightly misspaced the forward smash. And I'm liking the fact that something we've said about WippyM's play in particular is that he likes neutral get up a lot. He does it an awful lot.
Yeah.
And we've seen Shonic trying to like, oh my god,
what
already.
Conversion from the center of the stage. Spin dash. Fair, going to take the second stock already. As we were talking, Shonic was making such quick work of that second stock. Really just hammering WippyM down with repeated neutral wins, waiting out that cyclone. Is this going to be a gimp? No.
Yeah, just using the beefier hits, well, using the upbeat to just beef through the spring and get back to stage. But yeah, 3 stocks to 1. This is not the, it's not the one, dude. It's not the one.
No, right now WippyM looks like in a very uncomfortable position. Shonic is doing really good at just waiting for him and sort of taking his time going in and then finding these small gaps in WippyM's pressure to just get in, get his quick 20%, 30%, get out. However, there, WippyM with excellent recognition that he can't cross up, gets to the up smash and finally takes that first stock. There's a lot of work to be done to take this game.
And this is the really scary part, particularly for a player like WippyM. You normally associate Luigi as that character that can just 0 to death people, but we don't typically see that from WippyM.
No.
He can do it, but most of the time he doesn't elect to.
He can get like 60% off single neutral wins, but those kills, they come a lot harder. He doesn't really get his confirms. He usually opts for like some random up Bs or misfires or some edge guards with the plunger. However, that's not really going to work on Shonic because he's taking a good distance away from WippyM. Blocks off the... That's really nice, actually. Blocking off the side B with his spring. He can always hold the momentum of Luigi's green missile with that. And as a result, his recovery just becomes that little bit harder where he has to think that bit more and leave Shonic open for some sort of big punish.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can just see already just WippyM throwing out a lot of these sort of stranger kill options. I love that tech on the spring. Real nice stuff. But again, a back throw, not on some, even with Smashville.
No, not quite. Okay, plunger blocks off the spin dash, gets a nice easy roll on with that dash attack coming out. It's too laggy.
Yeah,
doesn't quite get a spin charge though.
Yeah, you see WippyM just kind of waiting at the ledge, waiting for Shonic to approach.
I like this patience a lot more. When he was pressing too many buttons before, he's getting really punished, but now he is slowly but surely bringing this back from a massive deficit.
Yeah, and this is arguably where WippyM plays best. When he is sort of on his last lifeline, he really tends to come alive. He can be so hard to kill sometimes.
He can be really hard to track down, and then just throws out these other smashes that you could never see coming from a year away and takes that stock. And Luigi is a character that can easily do this. Is WippyM the player that can do this, though? He blocks out that back throw so Shonic can't get the kill. Doesn't get the F smash that's 35% on him.
Yeah, I was going to say, using the Invincible Cyclone once again to just get out of this situation.
With all this rage, even without a combo, Upbe's going to start killing very soon. I think it kills right now. All he needs is one neutral win.
Yeah, and we've seen him pull the trigger on it once already and didn't quite manage to get any punish. It'll definitely kill at this point now, 55% with nearly full rage, but the back air to the back of Luigi's head.
Excellent wait from Shonic. That's what we saw throughout the game. Those waits for WippyM to press that button first, panicking. and then executing on that punish and taking that hit, and there taking the stock and subsequently the game.
So good there from Shonic. Just, yeah, finally utilizing that little bit of patience and just in that perfect moment. But it's definitely, WippyM has proven that he can play in that patient style.
Yep.
Whether we're going to see it from the beginning this time, to maybe try and, you know, make more of a lead out of it rather than playing from behind, we will see.
And I'll be interested to see the stage we go, because we got Smashville first game. Obviously, both players liking their aggression, liking their big neutral opens off that stage. SBF, I'm not surprised to see either. There's a bit less space for Sonic to run around, but still the platforms for Janus to get his ascensions, which is why he wouldn't ban this out.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, the down B, Shonic not quite respecting it. I mean, he doesn't take too much damage for it. Oh, I like the attempt there, but just manages to hold shield just in time. And an offstage situation. Luigi stuck at the ledge. Beautiful spot dodge.
Excellent
into
punish.
The forward smash.
And
another
that up B. He still has his jump though. So the other side B does not quite get him back. He's in just too low to get back. Yeah. Excellent first stock from Shonic. A stark contrast from the first game. He just took one neutral opening and ran with it. And just deleted his stock.
Yeah, that's a really, really scary part about Shonic, is that sometimes he can just come out and explode. And again, it's a, you know, both of these players, we talk about these play styles that we see from typical Sonics and Luigis, but actually it feels like they're swapped around in these two. I'm not sure about this though.
Agreed, actually. That's a very good point. He doesn't get his up B. He gets put off stage. Can Shonic get anything? No, the up B is just going to ignore the spring, thankfully.
Yeah,
okay.
I almost wanted to see a down air in that situation. When Luigi's that vulnerable and you can just go all the way down, even if you lose the stock for it.
It is hard to challenge that up B because it can just ping you on the way down and kind of hard to ping down. It's very quick, but I do get what he's saying. Some bigger, knowing how WippyM's going to recover, perhaps Shonic can get some bigger punish. Something like trading his side B with his dare, which will send him up and send WippyM down into the blast zone. But he doesn't quite need it because he has this 58% lead on the second stock while not having lost his first. But 2 parries on the spin dash and an up smash. Barely doesn't take that stock. Wonderful resourcefulness from WippyM.
Yeah, and once again, Shonic just nickel and diming, trying to get the neutral get up once again. But Ivan showing that patience that he has got in the back of his pocket. But unfortunately, from a deficit, it is pretty much all you're going to have in your arsenal right now. Another ledge trap situation here.
And while Shonic is still eager to come in, that is when WippyM has the perfect time to strike, as he can just take those small hits and start trying to get more from 148. There's so many options that Luigi can kill with here. It's a matter of which one can he find. He's got Nair, he's got Bear, he's got back throw, he's got Cyclone, he's got up B.
And Shonic is just doing a really, really good job at not, like, if he's even a slight bit unsure on when he can punish something, he just elects not to.
Yep.
He just goes, right, okay, you know what, I can win the next neutral interaction, but that's going to catch it there.
Using the invincibility of the down B to call out the side B, very, very smart knowledge from WippyM.
Yeah, but just
solid idea, great execution.
And again, we're seeing it, but WippyM going for quite a laggy option there.
It's just about not catching. You've only got 1 frame to catch out the ledge get up into shield, so WippyM making really good use of that option just to narrowly avoid those S smashes. But I do wonder what he's doing down in the blast zone.
Yeah, might have been a slight misinput there, just going for the side B directly underneath Battlefield and then just losing an entire stock for it. And we can see just the sharking underneath the platform, and then Shonic just electing to take complete stage control instead.
Some people would say you hate to see it, but I really do like this play from Shonic where he is just absolutely waiting out, laying out his opponent best he can, just saying, you need to make a commitment. I'm not the one that's going to commit. You're going to have to stake something on the line to get this damage, and when you do, I'm going to be there to answer you, rack up my own.
And yeah, just using the Fireball to try and catch it, and then using the Cyclone, once again using that invincibility like we saw last stop.
I really like his responses to spin charge. It's really everything else that currently WippyM is just struggling with. Does get a big extension there, gets his plunger. Can he get some big edge guard? No, and he barely doesn't kill himself from it. He's going to down for off stage, and that sends out a really sharp angle. He gets the plunger, second plunger, but doesn't quite get the kill.
Yeah, I love the fact that he drifted into the plunger, but once again, Shonic has proven time and time again that's not going to work, and just a classic, you catch the run off the platform with the up smash.
To explain a bit more, while WippyM is dealing with a spin charge quite well when it's coming in, when he's just charging at the side of the stage and hopping over WippyM, he's got no idea what to do. And then he gets onto the platform, moves around the platform, WippyM's coming in and he catches him with any sort of move, waits for the Cyclone or can get some true extension and gets all his damage that way. And right now, WippyM really needs to find a response to Shonic's patience.
Yeah, and I really like the way that Shonic in particular is playing around the grab game, of course, that being such a vital part of Luigi's kit.
Yep.
There are definitely these moments where, even when Ivan is abusing the frame data, even when he's expecting, you know, after a whiff move, the shield to come out, Shonic is there every single time with a roll away, with another aggressive option instead, just to get around that huge win condition for Luigi.
You're completely right. WippyM's been able to find barely any grabs, I think. I'm not sure I saw even one that game. Maybe one or two, but really nothing like concrete. Shonic is doing a great job of playing around that, and he's just taking the plunger hit, which is only 7%, like unstaled. It's really not that much, and he's happy to take it when he can get much bigger neutral wins. WippyM not opting for the Cyclone instead of the Nair. I like this. I like these change of disadvantage because he's noticed that he's getting taken apart piece by piece.
Yeah, and we can just see the shield getting low.
Fantastic spot dodge. That's the perfect response to that neutral B.
Yeah, and just getting a charged forward smash, knowing exactly how much lag Shonic was going to be in, and getting a good enough punish for it, as well as getting that edge guard situation going.
Oh,
optimistic roll read, but not getting punished.
Too antsy on the up B, thinking that Shonic was in the position for it, but he's not.
Yeah, and the weak hit of the Nair comboing into that up air, trying to catch a landing with the forward smash, but it not quite working out so far, and didn't get the double jump with the fair there, but no VT punish off WippyM. That could have been the stock there, dude.
Yeah, I feel like he's so hesitant to pull the trigger, and when he does, it's with these buttons that you wouldn't usually pick, and for good reason. That up B does have a really small sweet spot, and those grabs are laggy, and Shonic just doesn't have a lot of that lag. Finally, WippyM does a neutral get up, he jumps instead, and that's when the F smash is going to find its mark. But WippyM answers back with an amazing read on that spin jump with the down B.
So damn good, but Shonic straight back in there with the jab and another ledge trap situation.
There's the roll. Okay, WippyM is now immediately making these options. He doesn't want to get caught on that neutral get up anymore, as he's been losing that interaction every single time, even when that F smash goes wide.
Yeah, absolutely, and we can just see WippyM electing to get back into center stage, just throwing out these quick hitboxes, trying to catch the spin dash on the way in. Not too much luck so far, but in the same vein, Shonic isn't getting too much so far. This could be the start of something.
What are you thinking about this town pick? I'm not sure I can say I'm a fan. It's WippyM's counter pick, and I feel like he's only done himself with a service here.
Yeah, I feel like the slightly smaller side blast zones would actually be more in favor of Shonic, given the fact he's been getting these kills with these forward smashes, these back airs, these fairs as well. Oh, and a little bit too much of a charge on the down smash there.
And then this platform layout in particular is so good for Sonic, where he can just jump from platform to platform, and Luigi just doesn't have the mobility to catch him.
Yeah, and we can see Shonic just using his superior mobility to just get around all of these hitboxes that Whippy is going for. Shield poke backer.
Yeah, shield poke backer. He's going to put it back on ledge. WippyM, good jump and plunger, and finally gets a grab, sends him off stage. Can he get any sort of extension? He's on the platform, but he doesn't quite catch the spin dash out of the corner.
Yeah, and just falling out of that spin dash, we are in a repeat situation here.
Yeah.
Lovely teeny bit of charge on that homing attack just to catch the dropping of the shield.
Doesn't let him think of that spot dodge that time. He doesn't hold it anymore. He knows full well that WippyM knows what the correct response is, so he's going to just adapt to that.
Yeah, and we can see once again Shonic stuck on this left-hand platform, but any second now those platforms are going to go away, and Shonic is going to have to get back on stage in a pretty honest manner.
True.
Yeah, and there go the platforms. Shonic in a bit of a scramble situation. Thankfully manages to get back, and again, that grab from the stage. WippyM's making these back throws a little bit too obvious right now, and Shonic's getting out of them each and every time, but a brilliant up smash there.
Finally an overcommittal for Shonic that WippyM is just sitting there ready for, but what a read. Jab one to bait the rollout. Fantastic punishing from Shonic.
Yeah, and we can see it's trying to maybe get a little lock.
This is a lot more scrapping than the last two games, ironically, on town. These two players really want to get each other's faces now. They might start to be feeling a bit of pressure, a bit of nerves, and they're really just trying to get every inch they can. The lead is so crucial in this matchup. Yeah, and neither player seems to be able to hold on to one right now.
Yeah, and we can see just using the plunger once again to intercept the dash attack.
WippyM's using a lot more preemptive hitboxes to beat Shonic out right now, but he gets caught on the Nair. He's back on ledge.
Yeah,
oh wait, this up B feels so ill-advised with the down smashes, and bad DI from Shonic puts him off stage.
Yeah, and this is a really, really scary situation. And Ivan, who's had this patience just throwing out that up smash, you've got to be so, so careful again. Sonic can just get these little punishes and can eat you alive for impatience right now.
This character really does struggle on the weakness side. His advantage is amazing, his disadvantage is really good. His neutral's absolutely solid. You have to be wary of his options. You can't just hope for a lucky hit, like WippyM seems to be doing. But there was the read, and that's when he doesn't press up B?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, he just waited for that option perfectly, but then didn't commit to the punish there. And now Shonic has got yet another lease on life, and WippyM's shield looking real small right now.
Is he going to spin up? No.
Yeah, once again, neither of these players really committing to that hard punish that they need. This is WippyM's potentially winner's life as well.
Yeah.
Keep bearing in mind.
And that back air's going to find them out. Finally, WippyM gets a game.
Yeah, so good there.
Jesus.
Just calling out that timing once again and keeping his winner's life alive.
Just barely.
Just about. Jesus.
Really good catch on the jump.
Yeah, that
in the
was
end.
that was so good from WippyM. But yeah, we will see. And it's a strange one because we were talking a little bit earlier about the town and city pick not working out. But I suppose in those situations, I suppose in those situations where, you know, he's going to be getting more of these kills from back airs, getting more of these kills from edgeguard situations. Maybe the smaller side blast zones would help a lot there.
That's a point. It's a point. I do think the big part there was the change in game plan for WippyM, where the philosophy that he applied to spin dash of stuff it out, punish, he then just applied to neutral in general. Realized that Shonic was like swinging, coming in a bit more often, and just swinging and taking that option out first.
And we're going to see if he can do it on a much smaller stage, going back to SBF, a stage that Shonic won on during game 2, I believe.
Okay, already this is so much more different. He's really throwing out these options that Luigi can and will do. It's this abusal of really good frame data, which we just hadn't seen from WippyM yet, and now he's making solid use of it and takes that quick 43% lead.
Yeah, we can see once again this patience. These spin dashes not quite working out. Ivan seems to be falling out of each and every one. Lovely tech chase there with the forward air, just the stuffing out. And once again, Shonic just getting away from that grab range. But this has been Ivan's stock. This is WippyM's stock.
This is looking like his set all of a sudden. He's really found a new burst of life and is taking it to the bank. And he knows exactly what he's doing. And did you know, all of last game, he didn't press Cyclone once, I think. Not once, and there it is. Now that he's put the option into Shonic's head that, hey, I'm not that predictable, I'm not going to press it every time. Now he's pressing it. He's established this mix-up. He's put more fear of disadvantage into Shonic's mind and is making such solid use of it. But Shonic's the one that's going to send him off stage first. Can he get a punish? Nice F-tilt.
Yeah, but still, once again, back on stage. A lovely jump from there. Shonic has definitely got these neutral get-ups on deck, and WippyM is doing a really good job at just getting around them in loads and loads of different ways, just to make sure that, because you can lose a stock so early. That would have killed at 70%.
Exactly. And that dash attack, that's a kill option now, and it's going to take that stock. Great call out from WippyM. Finally, I think for the first time, he takes the first stock.
Yeah, this
is such a switch up.
Yeah, particularly with the way that he's been playing, he can really make this lead get larger and larger as long as he can get away. Vital misfire in that situation.
What an important and lucky misfire, but WippyM will take it in that situation, surely.
Yeah, it just allowed WippyM to get back without Shonic setting up any kind of ledge trap. Shonic was only just getting back on stage when Ivan grabbed the ledge. And again, these weights, these directional air dodges is something I have seen a lot from Shonic in these situations where he's got no options
When he's
left.
got no resources, Shonic is such a big fan of that directional air dodge, and WippyM's making good use of that fact now. And he's really just waiting for Shonic's disadvantage every time. He always seems to be landing in some unsafe way, and WippyM's just taking apart piece by piece. It might be small, and he might get that back air there, but look at the percent he's racked on, 97.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a lovely mix-up there from what we were saying about Shonic's air dodge habit. WippyM just standing there and waiting for an option and just got met in the face with a back air instead. These are some very strange hitboxes. Doesn't quite get the punish on that.
Not that one. Again, Shonic opting that air dodge though, and WippyM will be keeping that in mind more. He's opting for Cyclone a lot more now, though. He needs to remember it's a mix-up. It's not the best option 100% of the time, because Shonic will get this big neutral win on you. Send it at 65 off stage. He just barely cancelled that spring.
Yeah, and once again, these neutral get-ups into standing grab, they have not worked in the previous games, and they are still not working now. He really needs to go back to that more patient style. We're seeing those shades of game 1 in WippyM's gameplay. Trying to get that up smash, it doesn't quite work out. The lingering hit of the back air just intercepting that spin dash.
Yeah, he's made changes, and I appreciate those changes. Those are what's working out for him. And sometimes you need to keep in mind, at certain levels or against certain opponents, you don't need to just constantly adapt and change up your options. If you see the same thing working over and over again, and you don't see a sign of adaptation, do it again.
Yeah, and I love that really aggressive down air from the top of the stage when Shonic was trying to get that up air. It really is definitely an option that you don't expect somebody to be pressing buttons that high up.
Oh, and again the down air. If he got a second one, that might have been the stock.
Yeah, absolutely, and a lot of rage on Luigi right now. Another edgeguard situation. Man, just get back to stage fairly okay right now, but Shonic just sharking around this right-hand platform.
Everything that WippyM's doing right now seems to be done just that bit more better. He's getting more % off his advantage states. He's winning neutral more often. His disadvantage is getting punished less hard. He's really brought this set back from the brink. But let's not count Shonic off even in this game, because he might be taking this stock soon at 173.
Yeah.
Ooh, just trades.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just little bits of % right now. And the back
I think that back throw is enough. It is.
Yeah, just about there. Finally taking that stock at nearly 180%.
Great up B. It stops him making use of his invincibility. Really smart option from Shonic. And he's only got 30%, 38% on his life. For all the adaptation that WippyM has made, he has not really established that solid a lead. This is not in his hands. He might think he can touch it, but he shouldn't confuse that for having it. As right now, Shonic is looking poised to make this comeback. 38% racked on. Misfire gets him out of this situation again.
Yeah, and just giving Ivan center stage completely there. WippyM doing such a good job. And another directional air dodge, unfortunately for Luigi, not having that much speed to be able to punish it in certain situations.
Especially, yeah. The two players dancing around the ledge right now, dancing around these side Bs. They can't quite find a hit, either of them.
Yeah, and just throwing out these lingering hitboxes.
They really want to be careful here, especially Shonic. I can imagine the pressure he's feeling. He's one stock off taking the set and not having to go into a Game 5 situation. But WippyM's not willing to let that happen right now. They are trading blow for blow.
Absolutely. And we can see dead even % right now, getting the sour spot on the back air, trying to catch the roll away, but it isn't quite working out.
Spike.
Oh my goodness.
Again. He gets back from, and there's no reaction DI from Shonic. We go to Game 5.
And what seemed like a pretty foregone conclusion towards the end of that Game 3 is now turned into a Game 5 set. These adaptations from WippyM have been absolutely insane.
Amazing resolve from WippyM to just have that mental stability, know that it's still winnable, in his head always still winnable, and just take back this set into his own hands.
And this is the thing, I mean, we're talking about these adaptations, but he's getting... I feel like it's almost the onus is on Shonic to almost stop adapting.
Yeah.
I feel like, once again, that last stock was taken from another neutral get up into standing grab, and it just happened to work that time. And it feels like Shonic just needs to almost just realize and sit down and think, right, in this situation, he's going for this, and I'm going to keep predicting that until he mixes it up.
What was working before can work again.
Yes.
If the other player's not willing to adapt, why should you be?
Yeah, but we are going to see the adjustments in Game 5. Of course, we see a lot more patience come out. You sort of make sure you've got those extra reserves in the tank ready for that Game 5, because you've got to do whatever it takes at this point. And we did mention it a little bit earlier, but I do believe this is for winner's side in bracket later on.
I think so, yeah. Both of these players lost Alpha, and though WippyM lost a lot more narrowly, it doesn't matter if Shonic takes the set overall.
Yeah, otherwise things could get incredibly complicated, but WippyM at quite the deficit right now.
Yep. Shonic has done a really good job of taking his timings for the spin dashes much safer. He's been waiting for the plunger this time around and then choosing to shoot. He realizes when he has that lead, he can wait all he wants with the character he's playing, and he's making such amazing use of that fact to rack up a 60, nay 80% lead, nay the stock lead. Let me correct myself.
Good correction from yourself there, Jude. And just what a lead as well. And this is probably the largest lead that Shonic has had across the entire set. But could have nearly lost it there. Unfortunately, the sour spot. But once again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, says Ivan. It's broke, though.
It hasn't worked once. That thing is not just broke. It's like when Degala moved into his house and that socket burst in his face. That was broken from the beginning. You need to realize that and start picking a smarter option.
Yeah, and we can see it already. Going for this dash attack. Once again, another off-stage situation. Using the mix of the plunger and the down tilt, just trying to call it out. And even in that situation, Shonic was nowhere near.
He wasn't even reacting. It was a raw read on the neutral get up, and it's really costed him because he's been sent off stage. He's barely recovered. He's made it back, and he finally gets that parry up smash. That's the option that's been working. That's what I want to see more of.
Oh my god, and just the call out on the standing grab.
We were talking about things that were broken. And that is one of the things that I think really is broken, because that grab has worked one time, and he's really just starting to get punished more and more for it. WippyM, when the set looks back in his hands, is now at a whole stock deficit, and Shonic's not looking to approach or make this any easier for him.
No, and it was just such a devastating call out. You could even see WippyM recoiling in the camera, realizing that it was like, right, okay, now I've been caught out.
This pendulum has swung back for potentially the last time. It might even be an hourglass, and WippyM's time looks like it's running out with the way that he's it's just slipping out of his hands.
Yeah, absolutely, and we can see Shonic just sticking to this game plan of spin dash, nothing more, nothing less, knowing that it's going to work out, trying to get a little bit cheeky with that combo there, just get a little bit of
all these
style.
unique options now, this dash attack extension, these down airs, he knows that he has the confidence and just the freedom to roam around right now.
Yeah, and even then just slightly misspacing the dash attack.
Yeah, it doesn't catch the roll back. He's back off stage. He's not getting gimped, but he's getting grabbed again and just resetting the situation, which is fine by Shonic. He blocks the misfire this time. No free disadvantage for you, sir. Are you going to get this F smash? No. He's going to get this dash attack. Can WippyM find the stock here? I think he needs to.
Yeah, and a really great get-up attack, knowing that WippyM tends to go towards that ledge. We can just see it right now, just Shonic trying to end it all, and a lovely aggressive back air there to jump back on, and it is once again another
pulling out all the stops in this last part of the set to just claim this game, claim this set. He wants this win. He wants to be in winner side.
Yeah, good air dodge to the
and
platform.
he very well may do it. 138 on WippyM. There's a lot of options Shonic here has. He's got Nair, he's got back air, he's got up smash, he's got F smash, down smash, throws. He can do so much here, and
there
F tilt is the one that's going to do it.
There it goes, and Shonic just putting on a dominant show there in the game 5, just using all of those safe tools from Sonic and just avoiding each and every hit from WippyM, taking that 3-2. Another game 5 loss for Ivan there.
Yeah, what a shame. It must be heartbreaking to a degree when you've come so close with two different players and just barely missing out in this situation. But it's a bracket, it's a loser's run. It's not impossible. That's the thing you have to repeat to a lot of people today, including me.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. It's like you can either see it as, you know, I could have been a win side, I could have lost it, or the fact that they're going so close with such good players as well.
It's #1 alpha, come on. That's a good ass play.